Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. I am, oh, not gonna lie, I'm half asleep. It's great. I thought I'd totally have my sleep schedule fixed by now. I haven't. I'm doing great. Welcome, Dax. Welcome, Caden. You are actually the first ones here. Congratulations. Yes, sorry. Like I said, I'm still waking up. I've been up for a little while, but I'm just, yeah, waking up. Give me one sec here. I want to change the Shadow relay. It's actually really hard to see during. Let's get some music going. How is the volume? Is everything okay? Is it not too loud? Volume settings for this had to be reset. Also, how is the mic? Is everything sounding better? You know, same sleep schedule has been interesting. Has it? I hope it's at least steady and you're getting a proper amount of sleep. Like if it is interesting, you're at least getting good sleep. That is my hope for everybody. Everybody needs sleep, and I hope you all have it. But yeah, I just want to fix the chat overlay because it is. Let's try 70. It's a little hard to see against the background of. There we go. Okay, that's much better. I can see you guys a little easier now. So aside from the interesting sleep schedule, how has everyone been? What else have we done here? I just want to cross off our list. So we were working on the schedule. I'm getting 8 hours, but I wake up at like 11 p.m. Perfect for a night shift, unless of course you're not working a night shift, in which case, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. May you, if you need your sleep schedule fixed, may it be fixed. May it be easy, because I have to switch mine to days, and I'm not doing it very well. At all. But yeah, let me know how the volume is. Let me know do I sound like I'm underwater still? In your opinion? So I'm gonna be honest, the mic is kind of a downgrade. I know, I'm mad about this. Like, so I tried some tricks. I did, so we'll get to that in a sec. I did some stuff offline to play with the mic, and I think I got it sounding a little better. I don't sound so muffled or so quiet. But regrettably it is what it is, because like I don't know what mic to go with. Like I had a Logitech G633 and I got the Logitech G635 now. I was hoping it would be of comparable quality, but apparently not. But I'm not sure what kind of like headset mic I can go with. Because I don't know if I've said this before, I don't actually have like a proper streaming place. So like when I do stream, you guys are usually like, it's this weird configuration where I use like my bed as a streaming desk, because my actual desk is currently covered in like, well, you saw like it's covered in art stuff, because that's where I do all my art. I don't have a lot of room, so I don't really know what to do. Because if I had like a proper desk, I'd get like a boom mic, or like one of those mics on the arm, so like it was a proper good mic. I'm gonna ask, my friend Gren is a sound engineer, or she studied sound engineering, so she might know what I can do to fix it. I'll have to talk to her. But to answer your question, Dax, sorry it took so long. Yes, I did do the Muramasa on off stream. I actually got to it off stream. I wanted to do some stuff on stream because I was really slow. The Zenith took a lot longer than I thought, so I wanted to try and find ways to make things go a little faster. So we've done we haven't done Subnautica Peeper. We're gonna do that today. We've done Zenith. So that's the one thing we're gonna do. We don't have to do. We've done other things that aren't here. Portal is done. And then we didn't do a cardboard box. We did Murasama, which is way better. So that's off our list. I actually did a bit of work too last night. I went out for... My friends have a cafe. It's a board game cafe. It's awesome. And I went there. I always try and go there and get like a cappuccino and a cheesecake. Just try making the handle a bit lighter. You think so? I can do that. I appreciate the feedback. Murasama. See, I was going off the... I had actually gotten the file for the game, and I actually... Oh, no. Just this. Thank you. I actually stole the colors right from it, but I guess it's not perfect. I must have hit the wrong spot. It's a little too dark. Base. Let's see if this works any better. Or is that a little too light? I think it's a little too light now. Let's try from here. Let's see how this looks. And then that's back to being just a bit too dark. Interesting. I also like how it actually, like, colored the whole thing light and then didn't actually... I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I think it might be a little too light. But looking at the gray of the crossbar, it is very close. What if we... somewhere in the middle? Like there. How's that? I actually like that a little more. It's a bit darker, but not too much darker. How does that look zoomed out? Yeah, I like that. That's actually good. Thank you for the advice, Dax. So what I want to work on today... Get rid of you. Why is it like that? Why was it like that? That was weird. Anyway, I think I may have done the base on the wrong layer, and that's why. We'll say that was the reason. So I want to work on the peeper. I want to work on... We were going to do the Hollow Knight pure nail, and I don't think we're going to do that. Only because looking at the Murasama, it's already getting cut off by Lodurpus's head. And I think if we put another one... I think if we put another one, like, here... It's going to be cut off. Technically, it's going to be down like here with the spacing. So it's going to be cut off by his body and his head. And I don't think that's going to look very good. I don't think that... I don't like the idea of hiding it behind him. I know it's kind of unavoidable, but if I'm going to mount something on the wall, I want it to be... visible. Like the Murasama is basically we're missing the tip on it, just the tip, but it's enough is missing that I'm okay with it. Squid. Yeah, like just that little bit is going, but you still know what it is. And I'm afraid that if we do the nail, it'll be below. So my plan is that we're actually going to do... Is it this one? Nope. It's this one. So, like I said, I was at my friend's cafe last night, and I did some doodling while I ate and drank, and so I've got the peeper and I've got the grub, and I want to run stuff past you guys if you're willing to give me some input. So I think the grub is better for Hollow Knight. Also, it's cuter. But my question about the grub, let's just take the opacity. Where is my opacity? Where is my opacity? Oh, this is so weird. I got it. Sorry. Clear. You get everything set up the way you want, and then when you reinstall a program on a new laptop, you have to set everything up the way you want it again. Wrong one, that's why. So my plan is, I don't know whether we should do the grub as, say, a plushie sitting on the bed, or now that I've drawn the dresser here, my thought is to make a little grub that we could hide in the dresser, and then I'm going to use Live 2D to animate, because I've made each drawer its individual item. So what I can do is I could hide... God, I gotta get this set back up again. Edit. Transform. Okay. So the idea would be we could hide the little grub in the drawer, and then I can have it animated to come out and up with Live 2D. And I think that'd be kind of cool, just having the grub pop up out of the drawer and then pop back down in the drawer. The other option I had for the grub that I couldn't decide on was just doing a grub in a jar and then placing it on top of... Like, doing the grub in the jar and then placing it on top of the desk. The peeper, I know we initially said it was going to be a plushie, but I kind of like the idea of the peeper being in one of the other drawers, and then, like, coming up, spinning, and then going back down in the drawer every once in a while. I think that's kind of cooler. And then Pedro the banana, I was just going to hide somewhere. Yeah, like, I don't know, probably flip him and have him place him on the bed somewhere, or hide him somewhere in the room. And then same thing with the cell, where I would have it pop up out of the drawer and then pop back into the drawer. So those are my ideas. What do you guys think? Like, I like the idea of things popping up and hiding. Because what I could also do is I could also animate the drawers so that they are closed, and then they open up to this point, it comes out, comes back, and then close again. And I know that's a lot more work on my part, but I kind of like the idea of it. Right? Like, I don't know. That's my thought. That's my thought. But you make the grub jump out, but make a tiny fish. Ooh, that's an idea I hadn't thought of, Dax. Thank you. Just do like a little fish bowl with a peeper in it. I actually kind of like the fish bowl idea. That's a good idea, actually. We can just do like one of those old, like the little round fish bowls, and just have the yeah, like the peeper swimming around in it, And it can just bob up and down, which would be a lot simpler. The random symbols, by the way, on the there it is. So these, nope, that's color select. Try again. These are notes for me for what I had for Live 2D, just so I know the type of movement I was thinking. So that's all that is, if you're wondering what the random symbols are. But let's, not draw there. I want to shrink this. Peeper. Let's add. We're going to add a rough layer, and we're going to start drawing. I want to get... This will be above the peeper. Perfect. Let's just zoom in a little and see what we can do. So like I said, one of my favorite things to do is head to my friend's cafe, sit back and relax. I'm always a creature of habit. I always have like my favorite things that I order. Is anybody else like that, where you have like, you go somewhere and you're like, man, I could get anything, but you always get the same thing over and over again? I love their cheesecakes is the problem. So I love going there and just eating their cheesecakes. They're just so good. Actually, we could probably just cheat and do... Oh, that is a much... I guess it's a 5. Also, I've noticed with the new laptop, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the little icon here, if I go bigger, yeah, it's actually got a shape. It used to just be crosshairs, which is so weird. Random things I've noticed, by the way. There's a bunch of things I've noticed with the new laptop that are just things I hadn't noticed before. But yeah, I'm super happy I got the new laptop, but it's definitely getting things changed over. The changes, you get used to things being a certain way, you get used to stuff being in a certain location. Just figuring out where you put it is super annoying. But I love it. Oh god, do I love it. I love that I can play Subnautica and like my lap doesn't melt when I have my laptop in my lap. I think those are... usually have like an angle to them. And then there's like a kind of top like this. Am I drawing on the right layer? I am. I just had the opacity set so low. That was silly. But we can do that. That should work. Just something simple like that would be, I think, the best. Wrong layer, you fool. You want this layer. And we're gonna edit. We're actually gonna zoom out. Edit, transform, scale is what we're gonna do, because what we want to do is make the fish small enough. It's gonna be our rough. If that makes any sense at all, just doing like a rough scale. So I have an idea. That is way too big. Edit, transform, scale. Still too big. Edit. Because you don't want it to be too big is the trick, right? You still want to be recognizable, but you don't want it to be too... Edit, transform, and then just a little A little smaller? Because you also don't want to make it look like you've shoved a peeper in a very small hole. Because that'd just be cruel, right? I think that'll work just fine. Yeah, I think that'll work. One sec. Sorry about that. Where, oh where, oh where? What is this? Sorry, I just found something and I'm kind of figuring out what is... Oh, that! Oh, sweet! Oh, gotta hang on to that. Okay. Hooray for the things you find that are super important. Should not have lost that. Put you there. I don't want to lose you again, because I misplace you. But yeah, I'm excited to... What layer is that mark that I made on? Is it this layer? Is it this layer? Yes. So I'm kind of curious. I don't know if you guys would be interested in it, but I was thinking, what am I doing? Of once I get this drawn, do you want to see me? No, God, I keep doing the wrong. See me animate this in live 2D? Or I could do like, I could record something and put it up, and then that way I could just edit out various things instead of live streaming it. Maybe up to you guys. If you'd be curious to see how I animate it. And leave that there. Layer 20. So we're actually just gonna jump in with, I love the turnip pen, don't ask me why. I think part of the reason I love it is because it's called a turnip pen. How do you not love that? So I actually want to be super lazy doing this. Do I have the symmetry? Ho ho ho. Okay. Edit. Transform, rotate this bad boy because I don't want to 90 degrees. And then we can move this here. Yes. Please read my mind program. Oh, yes. Literally just told you I wanted to apply the transformation. Why is literacy so hard sometimes? So we're gonna work smart doing this. I love the symmetry tool. It is the... Especially on a peeper. You want to keep peepers symmetrical. These annoying little things are like... Oh, man. I love them to bits, but oh my god. They're like the worst thing to catch in the game. Edit, transform. It's not exactly at 90. This should be good. Okay, and then we can just move that up here. Perfect. Back to drawing. So, do I actually have to make the lines thinner? I might have to. Super easy. This is why I love the symmetry tool. So this should be basically everything we have to do symmetrically will be done for us by the tool. That's a peeper. That's a peeper. So that's actually going to work out. I do want to... I think for the tail, we're going to do a thinner... Just do some patterns like that. And then we want to turn off the symmetry tool. Add another layer. Yes, I add like 101 layers because I'm amazing at this. I'm not. I'm really not. But even if you're not amazing at something, I think you should do it. If it brings you joy, go to town. That is... Nope. Okay, where's my aspect ratio? Aspect ratio, thank you. 1:1, thank you. Peepers are just eyeballs. So let's... I like peepers, they're super easy to draw. Dear Subnautica, thank you for coming up with an iconic creature that is incredibly easy to draw. Sincerely, everyone in the world who likes to draw. We take that off. Yeah, that's totally a peeper, and it'll just sit and bob. What I could do, just to make it a little more interesting, is I think what I'll do is I'll put little bubbles. So I think if we move our dear friend... Or actually, you know what we could do? We could add a bob to the fish and then have it look its eye move around every once in a while. Because the other thought I had was to do like just have it bob up and down a little bit and then have like bubbles appear every once in a while. But I think the eye looking around would be much better. And if that's the case, we are going to... selection, add selection, remove from selection. Okay. Copy and paste that. Delete that. And now that central eye is its own thing, which is perfect. Because then what we'll do, rename that to 22, and then that way I won't lose it. Okay, so this is perfect. So now with that being its own layer, when I go to animate, I can have the eye like, just like look around, and then go back to center, and then like, even just look up, look down, or like look over here, look over there, just something. I think that'll be quite interesting. And then let's get the... Actually, I think I can combine... I'll leave those What's 19? 19's the bowl. So 23. Ooh, rough. Just so I remember that. I think we might cheat again and just get the official game art and do that to get the colors. I don't know. Do you guys think that anything should be added to the peeper, or the peeper's just good enough as is? I think it's pretty good. Let's take the rough and drop its opacity. And we'll build this out of multiple circles and shapes and on the wrong layer again. Okay, let's... Nope. Well, this... So do something like that. A little worried with how close it is to the edge. I gotta say, there's something really weird about squid having a fish in a water jar. I really like it. There's a bit of absurdity to it, and I like that. Straight line. Again, we'll use the symmetry tool for this next part. Edit. Transform. Rotate. 90. And I lost the line. There's the line. That's like half the circle right there, right? I'm not crazy in thinking that, am I? No. So I have to remember tonight for you guys, I want to put I know I put it in the description for tomorrow's stream, but I want to post it in events. Okay, I've been playing Team Otter with the mods in the R&R stream solo to get a feel for the mod, and honestly, it is very confusing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did a test of the two mods together because I was really worried about compatibility issues. Nice! You're farther than I only went in and popped around for a little bit, picked up an item, and died to a boss. Something about the thorns is all I remember. Yeah. But I loaded the two together just to make sure that they were compatible and nothing would, like, crash. Everything seems okay. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it is definitely confusing. I know, and I always mix the two up, Retribution is in beta right now. So they're still working on things, but it very much impressed me with what they're trying to do. It feels like they're trying to do what Calamities did and create basically like a whole new game onto it. Me too, I'm excited. Like, we're gonna get our butts kicked, I'm sure. But I mean, like, yeah, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Hey, give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Please stare at the peeper. Enjoy the peeper as it stares at you with its unholy eyes. Really good at drawing the unholy eyes. 1 sec. sorry about that, guys. I'm back. My brother was also at the door, which was super awkward. Hey, Cat, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry about that. I think the... Oh, I missed whole messages. I'm sorry. Going through pre-skeleton. I have to go back to Terraria. Defeated Thorn, EOC, the Seeker. Forgot that was her name. She's hot. She's hot. Ooh, there's something hot. I like that. And a random boss I stumbled upon. It was a rock. This is going to be Calamity all over again. Can I touch this? No. No, you can't. You died. So, sorry, Haty Cat. I am here now. I apologize. We were discussing Terraria. I went to the bathroom. My brother was at the door, which was super awkward. Because normally he, like, texts and doesn't just randomly show up, and he just randomly showed up, so... but he was just dropping stuff off and wanted to say hi. I let him know I was streaming, and I'm like, can't talk. He's actually one of the few people in my family that know I stream. Because he's a gamer just like me, and he understands. He doesn't stream, but he understands. My sister doesn't get it. My nephews watch me, which is weird sometimes. Let's get this in the center, but yeah, that's my life. I forgot what we're doing. Oh, we're doing the fishbowl. That's right. I wanted to use the symmetry tool because I was lazy and I wanted to like... I'm on the wrong layer. That's why that's not showing up. Layer 23 is the circle. We're going to do another layer because we'll just build layers together. That way, if I overlap or screw up or something, it doesn't matter because I can just erase things that we're erasing the wrong thing. So let's apparently zoom in too far. But yeah, as I was saying before, too, what else is planned for the stream? So the plan right now is to try and draw. We're gonna get the peeper added. We're gonna get the grub added from Hollow Knight. I was gonna do... I talked about this earlier. We were initially planning to do the pure nail to hang it on the wall, but I don't want where the nail would be positioned in this area here, which you guys, I don't think you can see my cursor. So back to drawing. In this area here, too much of the nail is going to be covered up, so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to hide the nail. I wanted it to be fully seen so somebody couldn't accidentally mistake it. So we're gonna do the peeper from Subnautica in a fishbowl. I was thinking of having it jump out of the drawer, but then Dax suggested the fishbowl, and I really like the fishbowl because the absurdity of a squid having a fish on the dresser is perfect. The other sword is the Murasama from Metal Gear Solid, which I don't know what... That was something I wanted to ask, and I'm actually glad you mentioned the Haty Cat because I'd forgotten this. So Zenith, the gems glow. You think it's okay to make the blade of the Murasama glow too, or is that just too samey? So I'm not too sure of. No worries. No worries. I actually ended up drawing it right after Dax posted a picture in the no solid, it's rising. Oh, not solid, it's rising. My apologies. My apologies. Rising or Vengeance. I thought that was a lightsaber. See, that's what I'm worried about adding the glow to the blade, is if I add the glow to the blade. This is why I also didn't want to do the nail, because like just the tip of the Murasama is taken off, and you thought it was a lightsaber. So that's what makes me kind of nervous about the whole, like, adding a glow to the blade. But I'd like to add some kind of an animation to the Murasama. I just don't know what yet. Like, the zenith of the glowing crystals makes sense. I just don't know what to do, like, animation-wise for it. Because I'd like to add every little Easter egg to have, like, its own little animation, just to make the outro that little bit more interesting to look at. So yeah, I'm kind of stumped on that. So if you guys have ideas, I would greatly appreciate it. Because it's always nice to have that second, like a second input. So like maybe there's something you don't see. So that's why I actually really appreciate the like the ideas that you guys throw at me, because like you see things I don't see, which is you do small sparks around it. Ooh. That is an option, yes. I hadn't thought of the sparks. I was focused like on the glowing. Just trying to figure out how to animate that. I like the sparks. Well, so maybe you could vibrate it. I'm sorry. My mind went right. I'm a degenerate. Don't mind me. Just like the idea of like somebody sleeping in bed and then every once in a while the thing on their wall just vibrating on that. I would just wake up and be like, WTF. I would just I don't know if I would ever get used to it. I'd be like, is that an earthquake? I like you know what? We might do that just because of how insane that is. Oh, just the absurdity of it. Okay, I think that's what we might be doing then. Thank you, Dax. You guys have great ideas. There's a little vibrating sword. No one would ever sleep. You know, it's like, brrr. It'd be like when you fall asleep with your phone next to it and it's on silent mode. You wake up to that. Only I can only imagine it being so much worse because it's high frequency. Oh, thank you for that laugh. That was awesome for that mental image. Nope. I gotta knock on my door again. I will be right back. Apparently today is the busy day that I get visited. One sec. I don't know who it is, so I'm not answering the door. Well, this is one of the babies now. This is true. This is true. Who gave the sword caffeine? The sword shouldn't be given caffeine. I think I want to do for the base of the fishbowl. We're just gonna keep it simple, and yeah, we're just gonna keep it simple. Flat bottom, and then I want to do the funny thing is there's a high chance the sword will go straight through the wall because every time you put it down This is very true, actually. Every time you put that sword on those little mounts, it probably just like cuts through them and falls down and then cuts through your floor, and you're like, oh, well, I don't know if insurance is going to cover that one. Man, the ridiculousness of trying to like You'd have to have it in the sheath. Like, to properly store this, you'd have to have it in the sheath. Like, this is just the best scenario to imagine through anything. So it's on. Yeah, exactly. Like, this would be absolutely phenomenal. I enjoy that way too much. Thank you all. This is like the best image now I have in my head. God, you'd never be able to show the blade off every time. You'd just be like, oops. You'd have to keep it in the sheath. Although, to be fair, you should probably store your swords in a sheath because you want to make sure they stay safe from the like humidity and just nicks that can happen. Any kind of like nicks or scratches or anything like that. I guess we're gonna go here. That should go straight, and then that's our guideline. Is that the same? More powerful than the lightsaber. That is true. Although the lightsaber has the advantage of like, although I don't know if it would be much of an advantage actually, never mind, because I'm like, hey, you cauterize wounds with it. I'm like, yeah, but if you're trying to kill someone and you cauterize the wound, they're not going to bleed out. And you're not really going to kill them. But I suppose it could be advantageous, you know. But yeah, no, definitely better than a lightsaber. Because when you cut somebody, they're not going to cauterize. They're just dead. Thinking of how to kill people with imaginary weapons. That's how it goes. Oh, that's not fair. They did make lightsabers. Somebody made a working lightsaber, so I mean, can't say it's completely fictional now, can I? There's a slight arc to that. Actually, what if we just use this as a marker? How does that look? I swear to God, it gets wider. It's not just me, right? Like, the top looks wider than the bottom, right? I swear. Nope, wrong thing. Guide. Yeah, it's totally not straight. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Let's just select and with the symmetry tool and the guide, we should be able to get the straight lines that we need. I just drew a line and I didn't mean to because I was paying attention to my tools again. Go here. That should be good enough. But it's canon that jet stream sand is technically stronger than a nuclear bomb. I can believe that. He's really fast. Wait, does that mean Raiden is then more powerful because Raiden beat Sam? He's more powerful than a nuclear bomb too? Because I don't know about that one. Or did Sam just like phone in the fight? Because I think Sam actually... No, I think Sam phoned in the fight. Never mind. Yeah, no, I think Sam phoned in the fight. I think he actually believed in Raiden. That's what I'd like to believe. That I actually believed in Raiden and that he could do it. So... that's my guess. Power scaling mode. Exactly. It's what every anime has to deal with. Power creep is difficult to deal with. Let's get this cleaned up. 25. Oh, this reminds me too. Yeah, since they both beat a Metal Gear that is stronger than a nuclear bomb. Damn. And they beat multiple, like, Metal Gears too, haven't they? So that's like... Well, we know Raiden's beaten multiple. But don't ask me why this song reminds me. I still can't get that song, Hatycat. When I go to their Exod's website, it still says they're working on it and to check back later. I just want to, I have not forgotten about the song "Wake Up." I just haven't been able to download it. The full second Hansons would sweep the floor with everyone. Yeah, I got to agree with that. Like, he kicked Raiden's butt, so yeah, no, like 100%, he would totally mop the floor with everybody. The guides, the symmetry. Here's where I'm a little confused on how to draw something. So part of me wants to just make a lid on top of this aquarium, because I'm not sure how to draw the opening to an aquarium. I just use YouTube to MP3. That is fair. I don't often do. I always try and acquire it as legally as I can, or through like the person's website, because then they can track their traffic and know how well they're doing. Which I would like to believe in my heart of hearts encourages them to keep trying, because somebody is trying to get their stuff. Just thinking about like the website metrics and things like that. Him was basically a 50 chance of either of them winning. You think so? I don't know. I think Sam had realized that, like, because he set up the lock for the blade. Like, he had set all that up. So I think he gave up. I think he realized that he couldn't beat the senator and was like, yeah, no, he can do it. I'm putting my chips on him, kind of thing. I think he realized that he couldn't do what he needed to do, but Raiden could. Like I said, that's what I like to believe in my heart of hearts. You could just make it a lid. That is such a cheap thing to do, but I'm totally gonna do that. So it means we just pull that straight across. Like that, and race the two things, and that's the fishbowl. You just have to add some water. And actually, that kind of makes sense too, because you do the you make the alien containments in Subnautica, so it would just be like a little mini alien containment, right? Like, I think the fact that a Metal Gear is usually a final boss in SG, and then it's the very first, is kind of yes, it is. But like, MGR was sort of supposed to meme. You guys told me it was supposed to meme on the franchise, right? So I kind of like that. Well, he didn't give up. He was most likely preparing for victory. That is a fair point. That is a very fair point, Dax. I didn't think of that, actually. That he was just hedging his bets and betting on both of them. And that's actually a much better way to look at it. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the way, like, with the writing of the game. That's why I believe it's the Sam believes in Raiden kind of thing. Okay. That works. Okay, so take the rough off. Race you. That should be good. Wait, doesn't NCS have their own site for downloading their songs label? Yes, they do. But like I said, when I click on the link and go to their website, I get a message saying that it's still under construction. Check back later. And it was like 2-3, almost, actually no, it was almost a month ago you first told me about it. But yeah, if you go to the YouTube video, click on the link to go to their website, it says it's still under construction, redirects you to the search page for it. You search up Ixod Wake Up, nothing comes up. Like, there's a bunch of Ixod songs there, but I can't find Wake Up. Because I made sure to check just before the stream, because I was like, oh wait, because I was putting, I had to put together the royalty-free music list again, and I was like, wait, HadyCat suggested something, I want to get it, and tried downloading it. So I don't really know what's going on there. Yeah, like, it's super unfortunate. Like, I'm gonna have to do the YouTube to MP3 thing. Because it does say it's royalty free, so I don't have to worry about anything there. It's just, for some reason, it's gotten lost in the transition, I guess, between websites, and they haven't established the link yet. I don't know if it was doing bad or what was going on with it that they... Oh, I'd like to think that they just lost it in the shuffle kind of thing. Because that happens a lot, right? Especially if you have a lot of music or a large website, like, you're gonna lose like everything or something. Like, heck, me transferring files over, I actually had to last minute go and grab this file that we're working on right now, because it was one of the files I forgot to transfer off my computer somehow. So stuff gets lost in transitions. Peeper Subnautica. There we go. Oh my god, somebody made a plushie Peeper. It is absolutely adorable. Holy crap. There's a knitted one, and then there's like a little plushie one. That is absolutely adorable. Also, I really want to play Sub-Zero now, because apparently there's a like pink and light blue version of a Peeper that looks also super adorable, and I want it. Copy image. I just want the colors. Nope. There it is. Okay, so from the wiki, we should be able to just copy the colors. Which means... Oh, this is where things are going to get weird. Okay, so I need to minimize the Peeper layers so that future me, when I start animating, is very happy. I'm totally going to have to clean up these layers. Oh, that's going to suck so much. Okay, so 20 and 21 can be merged. Peeper. I. 26 is that. 25 is that. 24 is that. 20. Okay, so 19 through 24 5 can be merged because they are the bowl. So that's the fish bowl. So let's add a base layer, base eye. And we're just gonna snag that brown and dump that bad boy in there. By the way, it still sounds nice. I know, I said at the beginning of the stream, I went and I played around with some of the settings. It sounds a little better, but it's not. Yeah, I'm so frustrated. I think I got to talk to my friend Gren. She studied sound engineering, and I got to ask her what I can do to make things sound better. Like, ideally, the best way to solve this would be just to go out and buy, like, one of the boom mics that are, like, on an arm. And have just, like, a professional style mic. The problem is I don't have the room. And I don't know if I know I said this earlier in the stream, but I don't know if I'd said it previously in the stream, but when I do stream, I'm usually streaming on my bed because I don't have a lot of room. So my desk is where I have like all my art crafty type stuff, like when I make my wire trees or whatever other physical thing that I'm making. So there's all kinds of art supplies on there. I don't have a table. It's just a tiny little bachelor place, so yeah, like I don't know what to do. How it was working on it. I actually did check that. So I looked at the settings on the other laptop, and it's so I was missing a gain filter, so I added in the gain filter to the same settings that was on the other laptop. I had the noise suppression on. I turned that off. That doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Yeah, so I'm not sure what to do. I am myself a no desk game. Yeah, like it sucks when you have like no room to do things. Ideally, if I want room, I got to move into a bigger place. So, and then it's a matter of finding a bigger place and finding a bigger place I can afford. Because where I am now, I can afford it. It's affordable, so I'm here. So yeah, I don't really know where or what to do at the moment about that. Like ideally, like I said, I would like I would love a bigger place, but things are the way they are, regrettably. I just make the best of the situation as is. But I mean, like if I had a bigger place, I would totally get a desktop, by the way. Instead of a gaming laptop, because gaming laptops are great, but like desktops are so much better, especially because you can just like upgrade parts bit by bit. So instead of like having to all at once kind of do things. So and my back is too high with this membership though. That is fair. Actually, for me, it's because I usually sit cross-legged when I stream. Usually it's my legs that hate me by the time I'm done streaming. Because I completely ignore them the entire stream. And then I finish stream, I say goodbye to you guys. And then I get up and move, my legs are like, yo, we're asleep. We don't function right now. My back's pretty good. It's my, like I said, it's my legs are the ones that really put up the fight. But you have my sympathy, Sadie Cat. I totally sympathize with you. It is not fun being part of the no desk game. Sometimes it's nice. Like sometimes I'll actually relax on my bed while I stream. So that is a nice perk sometimes. Nope, wrong thing. Let's dump this here. So yeah, there are perks to it, but yeah, it's... Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a proper desk. I used to have one when I lived elsewhere, but not anymore. Not with the lack of space I have now. Okay, let's work on this. Not really making a lot of progress. I'd kind of hope by doing some of the sketches at my friend's cafe, it would go a little faster, we'd go a little farther. But I keep yammering. And that's okay. I enjoy talking to you guys and catching up, so... Because I think I said this last drawing stream. When I'm gaming, it's really hard to like catch up with you guys and see how you're doing. So I enjoy it. Let's go with the brown. It's totally a peeper. It is totally a peeper. The only thing I want to do is, I think we're going to make the back fins a little lighter. Although you can't really tell. I also haven't figured out what setting. I got to check in Clip Studio on my other laptop what the fill settings were set to, because I haven't gotten those right yet. I still got to figure those out, because I had spent time figuring out and customizing them, but I don't remember what they were. Erase. How that bled out of the fish, I don't know, but you know, we're not gonna judge. No, I think the fins have to be... There's like... but it's nighttime, so it would be darker. So I don't think I'm too upset, but I do want to make those fins a little lighter. I don't like them being so dark. I want a contrast between the body and that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like this is what I was thinking. I'm okay with the peeper being a little darker, because peepers at night in the game are actually kind of hard to see. Whenever their eyes are closed, I find them actually hard to find. Yes, just a little bit there. Fish tanks have lights, though. They do, but you turn the lights off at night, right? So... Matt's just like, oh, dude, yes, I have that problem too. I have like the spot where I really love to sleep, and I've rotated my mattress to try and make up for the fact that I always sleep in the same spot. but now I just have like the whole length of the mattress now being depressed. So, but yeah, brightness would make sense. But like I said, I think at night, like I know at nighttime because I got my girls, I always turn the lights off for them. And I do keep fish in with the turtles because I figure it's like they enjoy eating them. So I think I'm okay with it being darker. I don't know if I'm okay with it. Maybe we should do a little lighter. That's a very dark peeper. What do we go with like that? Please do not refer. No. Although I did notice that there's a spot where it bled. Oh, you know what it is? I bet you I have... Where's the fill tool? Apply to connected pick. That's what it was. Now it shouldn't... I think that was the setting I had to turn off. Yes! No. It was, but there's a little there. Or bluish. Yeah. I definitely agree with you making it more bluish. Because this little guy seems quite blue. Like if we look... It's like super... What if we try this? And then... No, I literally just selected the... And then dump... Thanks for doing what I didn't want you to do. Part of it is too because the peeper, we're simplifying down the color pattern of the peeper. The peeper is actually really complex in its color patterning. Because if you look at here, there's actually very faint striping. Oh, everything else in the room is so bright, so the room lights are probably on. This is true. Actually, what I did have set up, but I can't animate it, is I actually had a blue filter applied to make it feel like nighttime. Could this be considered? You know what? We aren't going to think about that. It could very well be. It could very well be. But I have a blue filter applied to make it feel like nighttime. But I can't animate the blue filter in for some reason. The Live 2D doesn't like a blue filter. And I'm not sure how to collapse the layer so that the blue filter is kept. Or how to make... I don't know. Yeah, it just... For some reason, I put it on in Live 2D when I export it into it. Goes, meow, I don't know what this night filter is. Screw it. And I think I'm going to go with... Maybe we could... It bothers me. What if we do this? Do like the lighter... I want the fins. The fins are very obviously lighter than... Actually, you know what if we... What we're gonna do? We're gonna use all the tools at our disposal instead of... Where is it? There it is, blend. Not that big, thank you. See, now we've... it's not really as apparent as I'd hoped, but it's there. Let's add a little more. I know I kind of keep it more to a cell shading style when I draw, but I think we can make an exception here. Because we did blending and blurring on the zenith, right? I think I'm okay with this, actually. I think... And then we're going to... That was a little too far, a little too much blending. But yeah, like... kind of blend to create that subtle... I don't like it. I do like it on the fins. I don't like it on the body. I think I'll just keep that as is. Yeah, I think I'll keep that as is. I could literally spend all night just like playing with things like this. I gotta figure out... I'm actually gonna steal this gray and use it for... Not that! Not that! Let's try this again. Let's make a layer. Bowl. It's going to be bowl base. And I picked this tool up. Let's try it. No, that did not work. I gotta fine tune that too because I had that set up so it should... That's annoying. That's fine. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So yet again. By the way, I have no idea why I'm choosing this color. Literally, I want a color for the top and the bottom. So it's shown as kind of like a lid. But I have a lot of brown already in it, because my first instinct was to go with brown. So my next thought was to go with something like gray. Maybe it's metal, right? Just something... Just something else in it. I realized I never drew a line on the bottom. That was silly. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what color to do the... That was the wrong layer. That was super silly. And then I think what I have to do is I have to do the water as a separate layer. Yeah, I have to do the water as a separate layer because the water... it's see-through, right? So... screw that up. The water see-through. I know this looks hideous right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna fail at drawing a line. We'll play with the opacity and the lighting of the layer to actually try and get a good watercolor to it. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. I don't know. This is actually kind of an experiment for me. I don't normally draw like opaque water. Usually when I draw water, it's a background. So it can be solid. And I don't care. Full eye face peeper. Right? Like, that's kind of the fun here is, as nerve-wracking as it is to draw in front of you, because usually people who draw on stream are really talented. Like, ridiculously so. And I'm still a noob. So, fun fact, I used to draw a lot in high school. Like a ridiculous amount. And I was okay at it. But I could never... like, and I was absolute weeb. So I would draw all kinds of anime characters and all that. But I could never draw in my own style, and I didn't know how to develop my own style. And I found it very, very, very frustrating that I couldn't develop my own style, because I saw all these artists who had absolutely gorgeous styles of their own. They were unique, they were theirs, there was no overlap, it was cool. And I couldn't get my own, and it was very, very frustrating. I actually ended up I stopped drawing because a friend of mine pointed out, like, yeah, you draw really well, but you can't draw your own thing. Like, nothing is yours. You can just mimic other people's styles. And kind of hurt. Because they were right. Like, I didn't have my own style. I could look at somebody else's style and mimic it, but I couldn't make my own. Which, by the way, future me now knows that that's perfect, an amazing skill to have if you're an animator, is being able to draw on other people's styles. In fact, that's a key thing that animators need. So, whereas I thought I had to be able to draw like my own way, yeah, no. You only need to draw your own way if you're doing your, like, something creative. Yeah. So lesson, if you're going to be an animator, having the ability to draw like lots of different things and being able to mimic other people's styles, really important skill. If you're trying to be like creative and do your own thing, then yes, you should develop your own style. But yeah, so I gave up drawing for the longest while. And I'm super happy to be drawing again. Like I said, I'm not the best at it, but I enjoy it. And I think as long as you enjoy something, you should do it, no matter how bad you think you are. Because somebody's going to think that you're doing great. And that is something I have learned, is beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder. It's not just a saying. Some people might think your stuff is great. Some people might think it's trash. But just do it for your enjoyment, and it doesn't matter if people like it or not. So that is my little life tip for everybody. Have fun, do your thing. Does that look like water? That doesn't look like water. It implies water. Like, it implies water. That's the wrong layer to saturate. Also, I'm gonna name it water so I know what it is. Brightness? No. That's hue. That is interesting. What a glow. No. Semi-unique style. Well, at least I'm trying to make it look like drawing random things that knows. Yeah, but that becomes a style, right? Like that becomes your style. But you have a style beyond that. Like you do really good pixel art. Yeah, like it's got a pixel art style to it, which is really cool. Things have distinct proportions that are kind of absurd, and I like that. Because I find it interesting and unique. And one of the things, a friend of mine who actually is an art history major, and I haven't seen her in a long while because her grandma's dying, which really sucks. And I feel really bad for her and her family because her grandma's an absolute sweetheart. She gave me the best advice for developing my own style. And it's straight from like the Renaissance artists who literally spent their entire lives copying someone's style, copying parts of other people's style, and doing the things that they liked. And they said like the best way to develop your style is just to take the things that you like and draw them your way. So if you like the way somebody draws an eye, draw the way they draw their eye the way you draw, which sounds kind of insane, but they're like, don't try and copy it, but just try and do the same. Look at it and see what you like about it. Do you like the line thickness? Do you like the shape? And keep that in mind. Do you like the coloring? And they said eventually what happens is you take this hodgepodge of different ideas and smush them together, and that develops into your style. It isn't something you just wake up and do. It's something you develop. And that really helped me. So I hope that made sense to all of you and helps you in some way. But yeah, your style will develop over time as you reinforce what you've been doing and the way you've been drawing things. I think just normal is fine. Opacity is 47. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. It implies water, right? It implies water. Yeah, I like it. Before I drive myself absolutely crazy, I like it. Nope, not a reference layer. That was the peeper. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Draw how you're drawing. That's sort of my advice. Because you get your own style. Even like doing like when you make things too. Make them the way you want to make them. Because you want to enjoy it. Because you're never going to be happy if you keep trying to copy something or try and be something you're not. That's my weird bit of advice. Sorry, I hope that helps. My brain, like, was thinking about that. I want it above the fish, but below that, I think. And then the bowl base and light we're gonna do. I think I want just a little bit of this color. How is that? That should be good enough. I just want to imply roundness. I just think a little bit. I think that works. What do you guys think? I think it's a fish bowl. We got the peeper. I can animate it so it'll bounce. It'll just kind of like go up and down a little bit, and the eye will move around. Because I can set a constant animation to go up and down, and then have an animation where it'll look around every once in a while. I'm just trying to keep the number of deformers too, so because I'm using the free version of Live 2D, one of the things I'm also doing while we design this and draw these is trying to keep the number of animation, or the number of deformers for each item to about 50. Or technically below 50, because the free version maxes you at 50 deformers, and deformers are the things that let you move items. So that is something that I'm keeping in, like mentally in my head while we work too. So we got a peeper. In the whole drawing random crap thing, I sometimes do this thing with a friend of mine where we would get a piece of paper, fold it, and... Dude, that sounds really cool, actually! That actually sounds really cool! So when you do that, do you do like a... Okay, dumb example. You'd be like, okay, draw a dog. Do you discuss, like, okay, someone's doing the front, someone's doing the back? Do you just draw random things on there and see what happens? Because that can actually be kind of cool without each other knowing what okay, you answered my question before. I was thinking questions and you answered it before I did the thing. That is actually kind of cool. That would actually be a fun exercise to do, just to see what you come up with, what kind of insanity is created. I like that idea. I think that'd be a fun, like, little drawing exercise to do. I think we're gonna go with 20% opacity. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So the peeper is done. Oh, those didn't end up in... There we go. Okay, so that's all the peeper right there. Well, technically that's the peeper and the bowl, but that's it right there. So that's one of them. The next thing we need to work on, so let's move the peeper into the keeping folder, and it's gonna go above the dresser in its layering. The next things I want to work on, I think we're gonna work on the grub next. And the grub is going to... I think that was the cell. Here it is. So the grub we're gonna have to keep little. Because the grub is going to hide in the drawer. So the grub is going to be even smaller. And I think what we can do And scale. How's that for size? We don't even have a common theme. We just draw whatever and observe what monstrosity is being created. I love it. I love the nightmare scenario that you create. A horrible being begging for non-existence. I love it. I absolutely love it, Handycat. That is a great idea to do. I can totally see all the laughs that can occur because of it. Transform. We're going to shrink this a little more. Because it's just going to be a little... Okay, so I got to keep it... Oh, but it'll be rotated sideways. Yeah, so the grub will so the idea for anyone who's watching who doesn't know, the grub is going to be sideways stored in the drawer. Actually reduce some of them in Pan Diego so I can... Nice! So that's where some of the images are from. Okay. That's awesome. You'll have to point them out to me because I want to know which ones were like the monstrosities that you created with your friend. Because that, like I said, I like that idea. I think that's a fun drawing exercise. But the grub is going to be stored sideways in the drawer, because if we zoom in here for a sec, as you can see from the symbols I've drawn on the page when I was doing the rough work, it's actually going to pop up. I want a little bit of a wiggle in it, I think. And then it's go back down again. So maybe we can actually make it a little bigger. Right? Because as long as the butt is... Transform, rotate. As long as the butt isn't bigger than the drawer, it should be fine. Yet, but I could. Ah, okay, okay. Well, whenever you're comfortable. And I don't want... minus 90. Nope, that is... where is minus 90? There we go. And I never want anyone to feel like they have to do something or post something. But I'm always excited to see everybody's art, because I think it is nerve-wracking to show off what you have made, because I think any art, even if you just like slapdash it around, has a bit of you in it, right? So it can be scary to put that out there. And so yeah, like that's a rotate. Don't rotate. Yeah, I want to encourage that. I want people to have a space where they can show off what they've done, what they've created, and not be afraid of judgment. Because no matter how bad you think it is, I think the fact that you put the effort in to do it is admirable. Because I know a lot of people who don't do art because they're just like, I'm afraid to try. I don't think art should be something that you're afraid to try. I think it should be fun and enjoyable and a way to express yourself and the things that you love. Yeah, this seems right. Now the real question is, do I have to split it? So when I go to animate this, I know I need 2 rotational deformers. I need one at the bottom. My one leg is asleep. Oh crap! I just said that earlier. I know I need 2 rotational deformers. I need one at the bottom to rotate it from hiding in the shelf to up. And I need a second one in the body to give it that jiggle when it moves. But do I have to cut? I don't think I have to cut. Is it going to be there? So it is going to be sideways. It's going to be hiding sideways. So the idea I have for the grub, and I appreciate feedback, is it's going to hide in the drawer, and then every once in a while it's going to pop it's going to rotate 90 degrees so it's standing upright to pop its head up. I think it's going to blink, and then it's going to go back down into the drawer again. I think that's what the grub's animation is going to be. Because I was thinking of doing it as a plushie first, but then I was like, it's not going to move. It's not going to do anything. And I'm like, it might blink, that's it. But I like the idea of it like hiding in the drawer, especially because it's like a little bug. Made it on the bus while I'm being... well, I'm happy you're here, Alex. Welcome to the stream, but I'm sorry you're getting dumped on by the rain. And hopefully it's not freezing rain either, because I had freezing rain last night, and my car is currently covered in ice. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Thank you. Like, I want to, like I said, I want to try and make things as interesting as possible. So I think the little grub coming up and wiggling, taking a look, blinking, and going back down again could be fun. I just noticed there's a spot on the peeper I need to fix. There it is. So let's pull the peeper out. Base eye, base peeper. So we're going to just erase this little spot here, because this is going to bother the absolute snot out of me if I don't fix it. Nope, that is zoom out. There we go. Okay, that should be good. You want rain? You hate rain. Why does Arizona exist? Because somebody needs to make the iced tea that I like? I don't know. That's the best answer I can give you. I asked the same question about Manitoba. But that's because I don't like Manitoba. I don't think anybody does. Even people... Oh my god. So... I saw my friend, we're going to go by her online nickname, Chago Patty, on Tuesday for Valentine's Day, because she's going away to Zurich for a month, I think it is. Month or 2 months she's going away to Zurich, which is like absolutely amazing, and I'm super jealous that she gets to go there, but she's going to go there and have fun. But a guy she's seeing came from France because he'd heard about Canada growing up and wanted to come to Canada to see how great it was, but he went to Winnipeg and he's like, this isn't majestic, this is terrible. He's like, it's just swamp and mosquitoes. And she had I was busting up laughing when I heard this, because I've been to Manitoba. Manitoba is just basically swamp and mosquitoes. But now he lives in Toronto, and he's been up north to Algonquin and some of the nicer places in Ontario. And he's like, oh yeah, I know Canada's really nice. He's like, I just went to the wrong part. Not rain in general, the strong ones, the small ones are flaming. I actually like all kinds of rains. As long as I'm indoor, I love listening to the sound of rain, and I love thunder and lightning. I love listening to that. And one day you'll play Hollow Knight, Alex. One day. Actually, what we're working on right now, Alex, is the grub from Hollow Knight. We were going to do the pure nail, but I don't want the pure nail to be hidden behind the squid, because the spacing would put it where it would be hidden by Lodurpus, and I don't think that's right. If I'm putting the nail in, I want the nail to be seen. So we're going to do the grub, and it's going to hide in the thing. You could end the story on, but he went to Winnipeg. It's true. I could have just ended the story with, he just went to Winnipeg. But I just love the fact that he complained about how bad it was, and he was like, it's just swamp mosquitoes. I'm like, yeah, that's Winnipeg. Like, it's yeah. I got nothing against, like, the people from Winnipeg and Manitoba are all really nice, but I guess you have to be living there, like. Alright, I'm going to rotate this because I don't think I want to try and draw a grub sideways. And we're actually going to cheat again and not do this on the peeper base. We're in the grub. We're on the grub. We're still trying to wait for Silksong. Me too. Me too. I am, fingers crossed, hoping. Grub. Exactly. Grub's adorable, isn't it? Grub's gonna hide in the drawer and pop up, wiggle, and then disappear again. I am absolutely in love with the idea of the grub. I just made another layer. I don't want another layer. I want to zoom in. And actually, no, I want to switch to... So this will be... The nice thing is the grub is just the grub. We don't have like a fish tank to worry about. So... You can get like grub plushies too. They're absolutely adorable. God dang it, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh no, I'm not. The grub is just below the layer I want to draw on. That's the issue. Also, I'm drawing in not black. Can you guys see on stream, or am I blocking that? I am blocking that. Okay, so Lodurpus, I love you. Please be hidden for just a moment. Thank you. So if you look on the right-hand side, we'll open up all the folders. So I am very messy when I draw in terms of layers, but draw as many layers as you like. I don't know how to tell how many total layers there are. But you can see in the right-hand corner there, I have quite a few. Quite a few. That's why I put things into folders so I can keep track of what's what. Like Zenith was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Zenith was 10 layers. Yeah. Like I said, I please don't judge me. The folders make it so much neater looking. It's not. It's an absolute mess of layers. Because I like cheating and doing things on different layers, so if I make a mistake, I can just delete or erase specific sections. So I don't know if you guys were able to see, but like when I did the fishbowl was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers for just the line art, which I ended up collapsing into one layer. So... But you can see how I have it organized, at least, where it's like we've got our keeping folder. Each item is in its own folder. So I do have... It's organized chaos, but it is chaos. I will not fight you on that. It is 100% chaos. So... But this is just how I've learned to do, like, digital drawing. Because the very first thing I drew, I did entirely on one layer. and then went back to look at it and was like, oh, I'll just make it better. You know, I'll fix up sections, I'll improve it. And I was like, oh my God, the line art isn't one layer. Oh God, the rough isn't one layer. I did everything on one layer, and it was just such a nightmare to have to redo. And I'm like, so by keeping everything on different layers too, it makes it a lot easier on yourself just for going back and fixing mistakes. So yeah, I'm a big fan of layers now. No, I hit the button. Okay. Because I chose the erase tool. I don't know why that hotkey has been switched, but it has. I love drawing grubs, by the way. They are super easy. I don't know how you can see from the line art, but it's like a circle, an ellipsoid, and a triangle. They're the basic shapes to make a grub. And then just a bunch of like little half circles. And we've got a grub. Wait. We've got a grub. So I'm actually going to do, because I want the eye to blink, we're going to do the eye on a separate layer. And actually, the grub is going to be super easy to... super easy to draw. Okay, let's make this a little... yeah, like... I love the grub because of how easy it is to draw. I actually want that on this layer. And look at that, we've drawn a grub in like 30 seconds. So it's also too, if you note, I don't know what you can see because the little derpus is in the way, but I also make sure to try and label every layer. I just don't leave it as a number. Some people will just leave numbers, and that's fine. But for me, I really like having it labeled, so when I go back to it later, I can go, oh, okay, this is the eye layer. Okay, this is this layer. Particularly if I've done eyes. I really like remembering how I do eyes, because sometimes when I do eyes, I just like go and play around with stuff. So, and then go back to it and go, hey, that was really cool. How did I do that? And then I can look it up and see, oh, okay, this was so many layers. This layer was this, this. How did I do? Is this a multiply layer? Is this a saturation layer? Did I add a glow? Did I not add a glow? Like, how did I do this? So, and then yes, we're going to just cheat and grub. Oh, I cannot spell. Hollow Knight. Oh my god, there's grub plushies. Oh my god, there's grub pins. Oh my god, there are grub plushies. They are absolutely adorable. Oh my god. Oh no, it's just like a, never mind, it's not a plushie. Dang it. I thought it was a plushie. I think a grub plushie would be absolutely adorable. Images. Let's go to the wiki. Oh man, wikis are the best. Is that the... I thought the grubs were brighter. I guess they're not? That's fine. I mean, that's... Yeah, that's fine. Why did I literally spent my time to zoom in there and then didn't... There we go. Okay, we're good. So... What was this layer again? That was... Okay, that's the reference layer. That can keep a number, I don't care about that. When I do export this into Live 2D, I will... That's the one thing I'm not looking forward to. So to make things easier for myself in Live 2D, I'll have to combine as many layers as I can. So I'm gonna have to go back through these 100 and something layers and then just compress everything into as few layers as possible to make it easier on me when I animate. And I'm gonna be very sad when I do that. And that's fine. But I will be sad. I don't need that anymore. Maybe I do need that. We'll find out. We are going to, because I still haven't set the tool correctly for my fill. We're gonna cry. Because we didn't make a new layer for the body base. Body base. Because I don't know how to spell or hit buttons because I'm special. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this will be the base of the body. And should be good. Are they? Oh, they're lighter on one side, darker on the other. That's good to know. That's a cool thing too when you try and draw things. You actually take a better... You observe them better and you learn things about them you may not have noticed. Like, for instance, right there with the grub, I didn't realize the hands had a light side and a dark side. Which, I mean, makes sense. Because they've got that underbelly. But never would have noticed that otherwise. Such a subtle detail. Oh, it's so cute. It is absolutely adorable. Wait, did I paint it entirely? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good for me. Actually, you know, we're gonna make that another layer and clip it. Clipping is amazing, by the way. I think I talked about this last time. It lets you, like, now that I've clipped this, you don't see it, but if I unclip it, you don't see it because it's on the wrong layer. But if I hadn't put it on the wrong layer, you would actually see it outside of the lines. Okay, new layer, clip to below. And this should... So this side will be light. And then... what I'm going to do... by erasing that, it looks like... the hands come over, even though they don't. And I think you still get the light side, dark side going on. That's totally a grub, right? Yeah, that's a grub. Man, the grub was the fastest thing we've drawn. Lights. So yeah, the idea is with the grub, like I said, it'll hide in the drawer sideways, but it's gonna turn, have a little wiggle when it stands up, blink, and it's gonna go back down again. And the nice thing is I can show you. Welcome back, Hayden. We just finished a grub. It's hiding sideways because it's going to be behind the drawer. It's gonna pop up. That's why it's sideways, and then it's actually going to be hidden behind the drawer. The two things gamers never do. I went to take a walk and take. Hey, you know what? That's not true. Not all gamers, because unless I'm not a gamer, I might not be a gamer. Technically, I guess I'm a streamer, so that's slightly different, maybe. But I actually love walking, and actually I like hiking, and I enjoy a good shower. Actually, one of my favorite things to do when I work nights is usually after I end stream with you guys is I'll go out for a walk and just like enjoy myself. I actually really like the city at night because it's so much calmer and it's pretty with all the lights and everything. I like it. But yes, good for you for getting a shower and going for a walk. Personal hygiene is important. But more importantly, yeah, no, go for walks. Like, walking is awesome. So the grub, though, is... Vampire, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? I am quite excited. We finished a peeper in a bowl. We've got a grub that's going to hide behind a drawer. And so the grub goes behind a drawer. Made it home. Wait, made it home from the crappy internet. Where was the internet? Dresser. So you're behind the dresser. Right? Yeah. So when I take the... Such a cute little grub. Oh my god, I love it. I'm so proud of that grub. We haven't done Aura yet. I'm going to be very truthful, Alex. I am super nervous to draw Ori because I want it to be adorable. Ori is going to sit on the bed as a plushie, and I am super nervous to draw it. I am probably going to sit and sketch out a rough sketch like I did with the grub and the peeper and the cell and everything. Chloro dude, welcome to the stream. No worries about being late. Life happens, man. Welcome. Glad you're here. We just finished, as I was saying, the peeper. No, I am super nervous about Ori. I'm going to practice drawing Ori for a little bit, and then we'll add Ori. But I promise you we will add Ori to this. Dude, I don't know if you saw the response in Discord. I actually didn't notice the bug. I was too distracted by the cute little waving man and did not even see it. I was trying to figure out what people were talking about, like squishing in that on their screen. I'm like, what are you talking about? You want to squish the wavy man? The wavy man's adorable. Why would you do that? Wabbit plushie. Ooh. We haven't played anything with rabbits, though. That's the problem. Like, unless you're talking about like the wabbits from oh my god, I forgot the name. The Ubisoft game? I haven't played that though. We haven't done that on stream yet. Entirely Ori or like protecting Lud. Have it creepily come up from behind Lodubris and just be like staring at him. Also, save check. That is a possibility. So we got the grub. I love the grub. I'm sorry. I'm so proud of the little grub. we got the peeper. Actually, I kind of want to center the peeper just to make it easier on myself in the future. No, you don't Ori creepily coming up from behind Lodurpus staring at him. We're gonna have a high frequency blade vibrating. That's the best part, by the way. Just chilling on the bed, watching over there. Well, the plan was to put. You could play a Hat in Time and add the umbrella. I could. We gotta add. So we don't want to add everything to the outro just yet, because we do want to put some of the Easter eggs in the intro as well. I still have to draw the intro. I'll probably do the intro off stream. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm nervous. This is gonna be the weirdest thing I think I've ever had to say. Is I don't know how to draw Lodurpus from behind. I haven't decided what he looks like from behind yet. So I don't know what to do there. That doesn't suit Ori. No, Ori is super protective. I agree 100%. I just like the joke of like Ori having murderous intent and staring at the squid while he's sleeping. No, Ori's gonna sit on the bed under the poster. And the plan is at the end of the bed there's going to be plushies. Ori is going to be one of the plushies at the end of the bed. Pedro is going to be one of the plushies on the end of the bed. Pedro's animation I figured out. Pedro is just going to be a banana on the end of the bed, but every once in a while the face of Pedro is going to appear and then disappear. It's simple and easy. Okay, who's... Oh, you don't know who Ori is? Is 2 in his... Oh. Ori is from... There's 2 games, Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Whispering Wisps, or I think the second one is called. It's a side-scrolling platformer where you play this adorable, slightly glowy... I don't know how to describe it. Monkey, cat, raccoon thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's adorable. So it's for less white, so... Yeah, you know what? I don't apologize, Vampire. Don't apologize. Haiti Cat came into the stream and he's like, "Oh, it's a lightsaber," and I'm like, "No, it's not a lightsaber. It's." I put the white on because let me, before I forget, move the peeper. Peeper base. Peeper eye. Peeper. Okay, so let's just move our dear friend the peeper a little more centered. That'll make it easier for me when I animate it, because I won't have to move it around as much. But yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, it's something about wisps. I don't remember what the second one is called exactly. You don't let Ori have murder intent. It's gonna fit. No, I'm not gonna do it. Ori's just gonna be an adorable little plushie at the end of the bed. Don't worry. But not that much. Or a thicker, like, no, 100%. I agree completely. Don't worry, Vampire. I think that'll be much better. Because right now I think... Pardon me, Lodurpus. I need you to just disappear for a moment. Also, I want to fix that one single solitary... I didn't... Oh, God, I didn't label... Why didn't I label these? So I think that line thickness is like... Also, do you want to question? The intro accidentally get reloaded. I don't know if I saw it. Let me go back to YouTube page, see if we can do it. You should play a hat in time and add an umbrella. Intro like a sunrise. So the idea, one of the ideas I have for Lodurpus right now for the intro, he'll come back. Don't worry. Eyes, welcome to the stream. One of the ideas I have for the intro, I can actually load up. This is the base I have so far for the intro. I think I'm going to change it though. It's going to be during the day. And the idea right now for the intro is to have like a desk with Lodurpus at a computer, kind of like wiggling his tentacles and banging on the keyboard, stopping every once in a while to turn and look at everybody behind him, and then going back to frantically hitting the keyboard. It's sort of the idea I have for Lodurpus for the intro right now, but I don't know. Like I was saying, I don't know how to draw him from behind. That's why I need to know how to draw him from behind. Actually, I want to try something. I'm also really sad I didn't make this line Oh my god, I did do it! Oh, I'm brilliant. Pass Lodurus, you're amazing. For easier drawing. Lodurpus will be back. Like I said, actually, I turned off the layers. Nope, wrong one. I just turned off his layers. See? Oop, there he is. It's one of the benefits of working with layers. For easier drawing. Yeah. Yeah, I am going to do the intro. Why bang on the keyboard? Squids don't have fingers. They don't. That's why. That's why he's banging on the keyboard, because he's got a bunch of tentacles just like trying to hit keys on a keyboard. Could you imagine a squid trying to hit keys on a keyboard? It'd be almost impossible. I will see what I can do. Part of the issue with that, Alex, is one, my ability to animate, and two, I was saying this earlier before you got here. Because I'm using the free version of Live 2D to animate this. I'm limited to a number of deformers, and deformers, the limit is 50, and then deformers are what allow you to move and animate things in the program. So I have to keep it within a limit. So I can try that, but I can't promise it. I will try not to make it. See, this is why I want to make Ori look good, because Ori's adorable. This is why I'm nervous to draw Ori. Make it light petting. I will do what I can, but like I said, the hard part is trying to figure out how to animate it. And that's the hard part with doing what you suggest. I like it. Do I plan on playing Pizza Tower? Yes, I don't know when. I want to play Pizza Tower. That game looks insane. It is on the list. I just don't know when we're going to play it. So if you exceed the limit, will you have to pay? So if I exceed the limit, yes, I will have to license the program for a period of time. And I don't remember what the license cost is. It's actually a good question. We can find out right now. Live 2D license. Because there's like the professional, and there's what is this? One more time here. Oh, did they change their model? They may have this playing at one time. Agree to. Oh. No, that doesn't work. Interesting. It's a fine squid. It's just fine. Don't worry. If you're doing it on your phone. What is... Yeah, like I'd have to figure out which licensing I go with, but it's anywhere from 40 yen a month up to 600,000 yen, depending on which license I go for or qualify for. So yeah, I'm not too sure. So I have to look into that and figure it out. But it can be quite expensive because it's per month. It's not like a one-time you buy it, you own it kind of thing. They've adopted the like Adobe Photoshop style where you essentially like rent the program from them. There's a sound effect that plays when someone subs. Yes, that is something else I'm working on. I want to try and do like a notification for when someone subs, coming up with a sound and like even just a simple little animation for the little guy to just like appear on screen and be like, you know, so-and-so subbed, like kind of thing. I want to do that. 602 Canadian, yes. It's a lot. I just used Google, that's fair. How would the knight react to seeing Ori? That would be interesting. It would be adorable. He would probably just pet him. I don't know what we also... Maybe use the heart emoji from Discord. Oh, that's fair. Maybe I can figure out how to animate that. That's actually not a bad idea. I like that, Clara, dude. I could do like a simple one for now, but yeah, we'd have to figure out a sound effect. I don't know what we do. Like, that's the hard part. What are we gonna draw next? Oh yeah, we're working on Muramasa. Okay. So here's the real question. What if we blur it? That is kind of my hope. If I blur it, it won't be as apparent. Pardon me as I have the hiccups. Just to... sorry, Lodurpus, I need you to get out of the way. You're in the way. Thanks, boss. Is that gonna make it less of a lightsaber? Is that a little better? Yeah, like it's super expensive. That's why I've been trying to stay in the limits of the free program. The funny goop sound effect from Lancer in Deltarune. That is fair. That is fair. It kind of works because, you know, it doesn't have any bones. Kind of would make a goopy noise when he hits the ground. That could work. Sploink. Everything, boss. Wait. Never. Feel free to ask. I do use the word like, though, a lot, don't I? You can tell when I'm, like, right there. That is the word I use when I'm trying to think. Instead of going, I will say like, because at least it's a word and buys me time when I'm talking. Although sometimes I wonder if I sound like a valley girl when I do that. Is that any better? Like with the Murasama? It's a little less white and apparent. It doesn't feel so lightsabery. Just kind of do a little touch here and there to zoom out. Like it's less, it's there, but it's not like in your face kind of white. It doesn't look like a lightsaber anymore. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's better. It is less lightsabery. What is the next thing we should draw? From the roughs. Pedro's just like easy. Do you do a cell? I want to do a cell. So cell is from one of my favorite games, Transistor. I did it very early on in the channel's history when I was doing like recordings. I try to conceal my inner. Seen it. That's fine. I have very sassy friends. Damn it! I keep remembering Rena's entire shtick is the bullet shooting case. It's true. Try making. See, I initially when I did it the first time when I was drawing the Murasama off screen, it was a darker red, but it is like if you look at. I actually have the in-game. Like it is. The tip's darker, but like if you look at the blade, it's a really bright red. There is, so as I said, I had it darker. When I looked at the reference on the wiki to see the exact colors, it's a very bright red blade. So I didn't want to do a darker red. But it does very much look like a lightsaber with how red it is. Like just looking at if you look at the section from the crossbar and Lodurpus's head, if I were to say to you, that's part of a lightsaber, you could totally believe me. Like you might believe me that it's a lightsaber. So I don't know what to do, but I think I'm okay with the bright red sword. Do you remember Murasama's entire shtick is the bullet? It is 100% that is the, but I didn't know how to do that on how to do that. So I had asked earlier, and I'm gonna do it because it was absolutely hilarious and gave me a really good laugh. Dax had suggested to have the sword vibrate on the wall every once in a while, and I think that's absolutely hilarious, just to have the high frequency blade just vibrate on the wall every once in a while. Because the absolute ridiculousness, because it's a high frequency blade, right? So, but yeah, like it's with the bullet shooting case, to give the impression of it being a bullet shot case, the sheath would have to fly off. So I'm not, but then it's the question of, well, how does the sheath get back on it? because I could just have it fly off to the side of the screen. But sort of the idea is with the animations were things that were repeatable, so it'd be easier to animate. So yeah, that's yeah, like I agree 100%. Its shtick is the bullet casing, but I don't know how to animate that. Yes, we are doing that. That was actually, we discussed it last stream. I don't know if you remember or if you were here, Chloro Dude. But Basil, welcome to the stream. How you doing? But the plan is for the window. Somebody has suggested, though it is an insult to the swordsman, vibro sword don't need to be sharpened. That is 100% true. They do not need to be sharpened. It's one of the nice benefits, actually. But the plan is, Chloro, to have... I don't remember who suggested it. Somebody suggested it last stream. Is to put... Or was it in the Discord they suggested it? Was to put characters from games that I had a hard time or really troubled me looking in through the window. And I really like that idea of like the characters in the games that I had a hard time with, like peeking in on me going, don't forget, we were the ones you struggled with, kind of idea. Like, I like that. So that's the plan. So we're going to put like Cuphead peeking through the window and some other guys. So that's the plan with the window. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Basil. Oh my God. Sorry, Basil. My apologies. My brain did not do the language well. I'm good. I'm having fun trying to figure out the outro and just adding different things. We're going to add, I think we're going to add a cell next. From Transistor, which is, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite games that I did. Ooh, almost moved the sword. That was the wrong thing. I did early on in the channel's history. We just got to shrink this little guy. Edit, transform, scale. Yeah, we'll keep that. The grub is in the top drawer, right? It is. As someone who owns many cooking knives and has to keep them sharp, it is an unsharpened. Yes, but it's a knife you never have to sharpen, right? So it's technically always sharp. Also, you should always have very sharp knives because they're safer than dull knives. I know that seems kind of unintuitive or anti-intuitive, but with a sharp knife, you're less likely to struggle. You're going to cut through whatever you're cutting through easier than if you had a dull knife where you run the risk of like getting hurt because your hand slips or something. So always sharpen your knives. That's the moral of this story. Sharp knives are safer. Dresser. Grub is in the top drawer. You should never cook with a vibro. Actually, this is a legitimate question. When you're cutting through things with the vibro blade, would the friction created by the blade's vibration cook the edges of the meat that it cuts through? Alone would be atrocious. This is super true. See, lightsaber, you would want to cut with a lightsaber because it would cook and cut. That's the best part, right? Imagine you just slice up some bacon, right? Already cooked and fried for you. Yeah, grub is in top drawer, so cell will go in bottom drawer on this side. Edit, transform, scale. The cell is literally going to pop up, pop down. Was a yes for cauterization wounds. Perfect. I think it's mostly a yes, yeah. Because there would be some friction created by the vibrations. So yeah, I think it would cauterize slightly. Also, don't use knives as a weapon. Hit them with a meat tenderizer, blunt force trauma. Oh, 100%. 100%. Way more dangerous. Like, knives are great at cutting, but like, there was a reason in medieval times maces were feared. Because you just didn't get up once you got hit with a mace. Like, and even if you did, you had to worry about like shattered bones. Heartsman, yeah, exactly. 100% Chloro, 100%. Like, maces were huge. Like, they were night killers. Especially like in like suits of armor, hitting somebody with a mace, you dent that armor, and like they're not getting out of it, which makes it even more difficult to try and treat them if they are injured. Like, yeah, blunt force trauma, definitely. On that morbid topic of ways to maim people, sorry. I know a lot of weird stuff. Nanomachines and tax evasion. It's true, that will solve most problems. It'll be a grand source of power should you have those. Cell was on this side, I said, right? Yeah, the cell's on this side. Yeah, yeah. Nope, it was the dresser. Okay. Cell goes up here, cell gets its first layer. Cell layer 20. Okay, so we're gonna add in the cell. Oh, it's so tiny. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're also gonna cheat like crazy. By cheat, I mean we are going to use the tools at hand. No, don't do that. I want to move this. I want it like right there. Actually, what we do need to, we're gonna need the, where did I put it? Symmetry tool? I actually put it near me. Because we're gonna be super lazy when we draw this. Wait, if you're gonna play Pizza Tower, why not add a pizza box here? Because I feel like I want to try and get it done, and I also don't want to overload the outro because I want to include some Easter eggs in the intro. So Hiyori YTDD. I don't know what that is, Basil. So I'm gonna save some things for the intro when I redo that. Because the outro's pretty full of stuff right now as is. And I do kind of want to get to the animating it part. So that is why I'm not adding it yet. So I want to do just the things that I have played. Your turn to your turn to die. Yes, that is also on the list to play. I've heard of it, no idea what it is. I don't know what it is, but so far everyone has suggested really fun games to play. So I'm 100% down with adding it to the list of games to play because you guys have had amazing taste in games so far. should be good. And then turn on the symmetry tool. It's a good game. It's probably coming out on Steam in a couple days. We can confirm this. Let us find out for sure. Store. Your turn to die. Ooh, horror game. Yeah, that's on the wish list. That just got smack added to the wish list. Early access, planned release date, February 20th, approximately 2 days. Yeah, should be out in a couple days. Huh. I like this. I want to get scared. This would be good. It's also probably on a random website. Give you a virus. Yeah, we'll avoid that one then. But yeah, definitely it's on Steam in 2 days. It's on my wish list. Yeah. That means we're going to play it. If it's on my wish list or it's in my library, it's going to get played. And it will be added to the Word document of all the games. And then I'll just have to figure out when to play it. And that is almost always the hardest part, is figuring out when to play things. Let's do another layer, and this will be... Cells are also really easy to draw. This changed. Sounds good. I hope you can be there. I'm always happy when people are there to see the games they suggest. Just because, they seemed excited about it, so hopefully they can enjoy it. Yeah, cells are super easy to draw. In fact, the cell is done. Hooray! No, that's just the line art. Let's just combine everything. And that'll make things easier. I like very obscure medieval weapons. They are fun to learn. Oh man, for like the longest while, was on like a big medieval torture phase. And then I learned a lot of things that I wish I could unlearn, because people are horribly cruel things. We had some really horrible ways to torture people. But what are some of the obscure medieval weapons that you've learned about? Because I only know about like the basics. There's like short swords, long swords, bastard swords, maces, morning stars, like simple stuff. What's like something kind of like obscure? I'm curious what else is out there. Because I'm sure humanity has come with some really weird weapons. Some that work, some that didn't work. Transistor. I think cells aren't actually white. I think they're actually, yeah, they're like a cream color. This is from the wiki. Yeah, you see, they're like a cream color. Thanks, boss. They're a bright red too. Oh, they have a little ring in the middle too. Interesting. What's the thing on the left? Which thing on the left? We have a peeper in a jar. The head crabby. The little thing I'm drawing right now? The little thing I'm drawing right now is a cell from a game called Transistor. You can't see it, but there's actually like black bottoms to it. It's like a weird, I don't want to call it cyberpunk, but it's a really awesome game. Organ gun? What? Easy for warfare. They were light multi-barreled cannons, up to 3 rows cannons that shot. What? The 3. That is amazing. Yes. Hades.1. It is. Yeah, it's basically Hades.1. It is Hades.1. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm not going to fight that. I was like, no, it's no, 100%. You're right. Yeah, no, it is. I like the story in it. My favorite is, and this is a spoil. The game's open for years, okay, guys? I hate to spoil this, but when you start the game, in fact, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to spoil it now. So close your eyes, do what you need to. When you start the game, it's the voice of your the main protagonist's boyfriend. And I can't remember what the line is, but he says it. And then when you beat the game and you go into New Game Plus, the same lines are spoken by the end boss. It is absolutely phenomenal, the implications of what that means. And I love it. Just a random point to point out there. Are you going to add head crab or antlion? Yes. I don't know what an antlion is. But yes, 100%. Once I play them, we're adding head crabs. Amounts of barrels varied highly, usually 7 barrels. That is insane, Chloro. Like, ooh, I do like the crowbar. The crowbar is pretty cliche, but I think I like the head crab more. But yeah, that organ cannon thing sounds insane. Like, I can only... By the way, when you first said organ cannon, my thought was that it was a cannon that shot organs, and I thought that was a horrible way to spread disease for like early biological warfare. But I see now why it's called the organ cannon, because it would be like an organ. I can only imagine what the recoil on that would have been. Like, I know like a normal cannon, when it fires, there's quite a lot of recoil on that. Like, it goes back like, depending on the amount of gunpowder, like up to a meter back. Like, you don't want to get hit by that thing. Like that's a lot. But like 33? Could you imagine that? Like 33 cannons going off, just like boom. Like, it probably travels like half a kilometer after you fire it. Like, it would be absolutely insane. I just realized no, we're gonna keep it simple. Never mind. Ignore me. I had a thought. Imagine the time. Yeah, like the loading time, like a normal cannon, like, because I live near a lot of the old like forts from the War of 1812 and that, and like you can go there and see people load cannons and fire them, obviously with blanks, but even the fastest ones are usually like a minute. Oh, don't tell me, guys. I know, it is absolutely heartbreaking. Actually, don't know why this reminds me. I'll be right back. Ugh. Nature's calling, and hopefully this time nobody's at the door. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Welcome back, Katie Cat. Which was bad. I still get a little suspicious when they. So, I have not watched the Velma show. I have read reviews on the Velma show. I'm very upset with it because they treat it like a Scooby-Doo show, but there's no Scooby-Doo. From what I've heard, all the characters hate each other. They're not even friends. They don't solve mysteries. And I'm like, none of this is Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo has a very set formula from like, I don't know how old Scooby-Doo is. It's like what, from like the 80s or the 70s or something? Or maybe even older than that. I don't know. But it's the same formula, 4 teens and a dog. And they solve mysteries. They have always solved mysteries. In the movies, in the cartoon shows, in the rebooted cartoon, this is what they do. So I am like, wait, what's this do? You have not watched it? I don't want to watch it because, like, I have friends who've watched it and they're like, it's not Scooby-Doo. They basically took things that look like the characters and they're not the characters. Like, they just dressed them like the characters, but it's not people who are the actual, like, their personalities were what made them awesome. Like, you had Shaggy, who was dopey and kind of like did his thing and always kind of lucked into things with Scooby, and yeah. And I'm probably not considering. Yeah, like, you don't watch it. It's not worth, like I said, my one buddy watched it and he just went on like a rage rant about how it's not Scooby-Doo, and I'm like, if it's not Scooby-Doo, I don't want to watch it then. Like, if I'm watching a Scooby-Doo show, I want to watch Scooby-Doo. I want to watch 4 teens, one of which is implied to be a stoner, going off and doing like, and I always loved Velma. I always thought Velma was the hot character because she's such a nerd and she's smart. And apparently in this, she's like an absolute bitch. And I hate that they made this smart, friendly. Anyway, I don't want to like go on a rant now. That was my rant. He's Shaggy's. Shaggy's always a stoner. As long as Shaggy is a stoner, at least that's something good about it. Yeah, Shaggy was always a stoner. Like in the old, like I remember watching with my grandparents the original Scooby-Doo, and I just remember my grandmother looking at me like, he's a stoner. And it's like, what? Oh, I'm glad Velma's still hot, but I mean, I always thought Velma was hotter than Daphne. But I like nerds. I like smart people. I think smart people are hot. But yeah. Okay, I'm not going to think about that. We're going to think about drawing a cell. Isn't a stoner. I know that one. Yeah, but isn't he implied to be a stoner in the original one? Like the original Scooby-Doo? Because they're like always hungry. And the original lady isn't hot? No? I like smart people. I think intelligence and passion are like the most beautiful thing in the world. Like I don't want to badmouth anybody, but I have dated women in the past who were really hot physically, but were really boring because they had no passion in anything, and it directly not. Oh, in Velma, he's directly not. Oh, so they're trying to get rid of that. Okay. Wait, off topic about how far did you make it in more? We got to... we are in the dungeon right now. We have unlocked 2 of the passageways, I think, with the heart buttons. And then I ended the stream because I got hungry. And then I've played a little bit on the side. I did a bit of grinding, gained a level. I will probably try and grind a couple more times if I can before next week. Just get a few more levels, so we're doing okay. The idea for... No! Actually, HadyCat came up with the idea. It was totally HadyCat's idea, because I kept mistaking Redemption and Retribution. I kept mixing them up, and then HadyCat was like, why don't you just do both? And I was like, that is a brilliant idea. And he's like, you could call it Terraria R&R. I'm like, that is absolutely brilliant. I'm doing that. And I did it, because it was such an amazing idea. So that is entirely HadyCat. They came up with that fantastic idea. Yeah, like it looks really fun. And like I said, combining them together, I think, because I've been looking at the Retribution mod, and it looks amazing. The franchise was made to take and it look from halfway outcasts of their time, which can see, and that's upsetting because that's part of what Velma is. A spirit and spit mod. We could do that. We could totally. It's just. Oh, really? That just makes me so sad about this show, and it tarnishes the. It just tarnishes things, like. Because yeah, that's exactly what it was, and you're 100% right, Vampire, and it saddens me to know that they're doing that to the series and the characters, because they were just lovable and why did they have to do that? Like, of all the things they did. Base. I found it actually nice. I'm gonna wait and pick it up probably 2 days when it comes out. I bet probably be on sale when it comes out too, because I've noticed that on Steam they've been doing that lately with a lot of games where they have it for sale like the first few days it's out. And I'm not gonna lie, I like a good sale. Let's grab this down here, turn off the symmetrical ruler before I screw up. No, to hate the concept, not the person. Yeah. Yeah, like there's gonna be a whole group of people in Generation that don't know how awesome. Ugh. They're gonna think that they're just these like terrible people. And they're not. And I think I heard it got a second season too, which just makes me super sad. I think technically cells are entirely white, but clip that bad boy there. And then we're gonna cheat and do an ellipse, I think. Actually though, those are some of my favorite mods. Spirit adds a small story and some, ooh! That is the one thing I really liked about Calamity. I loved the lore that they added. As for the 13... Oh, I'm sorry, HadyCat. I didn't see. I got distracted by talking about Scooby-Doo and things. I apologize. No. I got distracted by the... Could I get the code for the... The code? What... What code? I don't know what you mean, Eyes. Sorry. But to answer your question, Hey Cat, I'm currently drawing what's called a cell. It is from one of the games I really enjoy by oh my god, I forgot. Supergiant Games. Supergiant Games. They make it. Yeah. It's called Transistor. And it's one of the little guys you fight in it. And I absolutely love the game, and I love the story, and I love the twists in it. So I do want to include a cell. I know you guys probably haven't seen it because it's like one of the older from the episodes I've done. It was back when I was recording and then uploading. So I hope that answers your question. Sorry, Haiti Cat. Someone's adding this. But yeah, I liked the Drew class and more deal art style. Wait, no, I got in wrong order. Split is one with small story and fun bosses. Still, I love when they add lore. I think that's really good. Spirit is the one with the two ladies, purple and light blue, right? No, well, Spirit is purple. One movement mount. And the code for the Zenith mode. Oh, it's literally get fixed boy, all one word. Is that what you mean? It is literally just the words "get fixed boy." That's actually the code to create a get fixed boy world. Sorry, it had lost me there. I apologize. Because it's. Yeah, like literally get fixed boy is all one word. You just type that as the seed name and bang, you're playing it. There it is. We're gonna make that a little thicker. We could do 10. No, too thick. 7. Okay, I guess we are going with 6. Nope. Try it again. And then that. And I think I want to change this to more of a cream color. I don't know. I think this works for this cell. I think that'll be fine. Well, I've never played nor watched someone play Transistor, but I've seen the Steam page. The game is amazing. The story is really good. It's a well done game. I would recommend it. I had a blast. I don't know why, but I want to join the Terraria server really. Dude, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll be streaming 7 p.m. Eastern. I think that's 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. PST. I think that's midnight GMT, and I don't know what it is else in the world. I'm sorry. Hey, Ken, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing good. Hope everyone else is doing good. I'm going to have to... It's very late. Oh. Yeah. What do I want to join this? Yeah, if you can join, Eyes, join. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Haiti Cat's on the other side of the world. They are, like, it's 15 hours, so it's 7 a.m. for you, I think, Haiti Cat, right? You do the Vanessa CG. Maybe? Mobile doesn't have... Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, like, so what'll happen for anybody who's new or whatever, it is PC, it is modded, so unfortunately you do have to have PC. It's not like regular Terraria where sometimes, depending on where the updates are, people can join who are on mobile. This is unfortunately the case that, yeah, you have to have PC. So that is a thing I'm sorry about. I think we just finished a cell. I like the things that are easy to draw. The cell will go below the dresser. Yeah, so that way when the dresser's gone, so the cell will just pop up, hover, and then go down. The grub will rotate up. It should work. I think that's for now. Keep trying to keep a chat if there's a Terraria. Nice, welcome. We'll have it on the E3, I think. Again, I guarantee you when they release the new update on Terraria, I am doing another multiplayer server, vanilla multiplayer server, 100%. So look forward to that. I know it's in development right now for the next update. We don't know when it's going to come out. I think they're hoping to try and get it done for this year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but definitely want to do another vanilla server once that gets released. You may have missed it, yeah. Because I've done a few Terraria servers, and I think vanilla was the very first one. Because I think we did vanilla, and then I think we did... And then I think we did Capture the Gem. Yeah, I think we did Capture the Gem shortly after that. And it was a lot of... I had an absolute blast. I hope everybody else had a blast. So... buzzing hasn't gone... What time is it? Buzzing will go off in about 6 minutes for me. I actually have to get to... an appointment. So I think we'll end the drawing here. By the way, games should start after Subnautica, and I don't know. I don't know how long they're gonna take. So I don't know how long I have to plan. I know next week, because I can only do 2 streams because it's the shorter week, I'm gonna do Omori and Subnautica for sure. Are the 2 I'm gonna do. Because I really am addicted to Subnautica. I've been playing. Oh, take care, Ken. Thanks for popping in to say hi, eh? Enjoy your day. I'm really happy you came in, actually. Thank you. I'm really enjoying Subnautica, and I'm kind of addicted to just like playing the game. I built an entire base because I could. It was great. I've been building, and I love it. No, so what it'll be, eyes. Can it be Gato Roboto and Guacamole, please? I won't promise both, but I'll promise one of those, yes. They don't take too long to complete. I kind of want to try the Guacamole. I don't remember Gato Roboto. But I kind of want to try Guacamelee, actually, because you've talked it up a lot, and a friend of mine has talked it up, actually. So we could do Guacamelee after. I think I like the idea of Guacamelee after. Definitely, but we'll see what else we're going to do. But I think we can do Guacamelee next. I like that. I'm struggling in Subnautica. You know what? You know what, Basil? Don't worry. I would totally be in your boat. I have chat helping me. That's the only reason I know what I'm doing. There's like a whole underwater cave system I never would have found if it wasn't for chat. I just would be up on the surface building stuff. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. I don't feel bad about that one. But to answer your question, Eyes, about the joining with OP items, so the way it works, and we run the server, is everybody creates a character for the server and keeps pace with progression in the server. So nobody joins in OP, and we all get to kind of go through the challenge together at the same level. So nobody's outshining everybody else. Is sort of the idea of how we work it. It's an idea, Terraria multiplayer, but it's 2 factions, one once in a while. Battle and take Terry to build on. Build. That actually sounds like a really interesting idea, Chloro. I don't know how that would. I wonder how we could regulate that. Because it would also mean we'd be competing for bosses too, right? To get the gears and material. That is an interesting. I wonder if we would have to limit its, like, your character's progression to. Huh. That is actually a really interesting idea. I like that. Just make sure it's a new character. Like, don't bring the one where you've actually been playing and gotten up to Skeletronian yet. But yeah, the idea is with the servers, everybody starts at the same base level and we all go up together. Because it's kind of a fun challenge that way. Because there's been lots of times. And for those of you who don't know, yes, we will cheese bosses if we need to. But we don't come in with overpowered gear. We just abuse the multiplayer server mechanics. That is how we cheese things. Central marketplace for NPCs, so no NPC hogging. That's actually a good point too, is to prevent the NPC hogging. That is a very interesting idea, Chloro. I like that. I'm not sure how. To do that. Yeah, you could have like a central area where it's like a neutral zone where you'd have all the NPCs. Interesting. I like that. And by that noise, that's the noise of my alarm. I don't know if you guys heard that. Next. Territory. Terraria. I'm writing all this on my hand, by the way, because I have no paper and I don't want to forget this. I think these are really cool. I'm not sure how it's going to be done. I have 2 characters and there's probably. That might, yeah, because that would give me time to figure it out too. We'll figure that out, but my alarm tells me that I actually have to end the stream and go to write ideas for this. Yeah, I really like this. I really like this. We can compare notes on that. You figure out stuff on your end, Chloro, and I'm going to write some stuff up on my end because I really like this idea of doing this like Warzone kind of thing. I like this. I like that. I like this. But yeah, I got to get going. I got an appointment I got to keep. And unfortunately, like I said, it was freezing rain here, which means I actually have to dig my car out of ice. So I do want to make sure I get there on time. So for everyone here, everyone who's been, I hope you all have a fantastic. Thank you, Basil. You too as well. Thank you, Haiti Cat. Can you check the music channel? I can totally do that. Yes. For everybody here, for everybody watching the VOD, for everyone everywhere, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic afternoon, evening, morning, nighttime, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. I wish you all the very best, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for Terraria, because I'm excited to play Redemption and Retribution. I am super curious how bad we are going to get killed. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.